on demand on your remote. Click TV.
This is Geraci. At Geraci Law, we help you file Chapter 7 or 13 bankruptcy and take your debt stress away. Our clients feel much better after we help them, and you can too. If you're stressed over debt, faced with foreclosure, lawsuits, bill collectors, call or click now.
If you're worried about debt, call now to see if you qualify. 1-800-401-4010.
See it now on Chicago's #1 television website, WGNTV.com. Regis and Kelly love Chicago, and this May 26th through June 3rd, they'll show you how much with their Great Chicago Giveaway. Each day at 9, watch for the word of the day. Then go to WGNTV.com for your chance to win an iPad and Sony Bravia TV, Skybox tickets to a crosstown game at Wrigley, dinner at 9, tickets to Second City, an H&M Michigan Avenue shopping spree, a Mario Tricoci spa day, and pizza from Connie's for a year. It's Regis and Kelly's Great Chicago Giveaway, and it starts May 26th at 9 on WGN.
Police in Illinois, Wisconsin, and Iowa are searching for a missing 6-year-old boy from Aurora. Timothy Pitson has not been seen since last Wednesday morning when his mother, 43-year-old Amy Fry Pitson, took him out of school. Police say they went to Brookfield Zoo and the Key Lime Cove Water Park in Gurnee. Saturday, the child's mother was found dead in a Rockford hotel, an apparent suicide. Timothy Pitson was last seen Friday morning when his mother checked out of a resort in the Wisconsin Dells. If you have any information, you are asked to call the Aurora police.
Fire investigators in Aurora are still trying to figure out what caused a blaze that killed 6 people. WGN's Judy Wang is live at the scene now where one survivor lost his entire family. Judy?
Good afternoon, Dina. Aurora firefighters returned to this apartment building to search for more clues. The ATF and the state fire marshal are also on this case. Investigators say so far they have found nothing to indicate this fire was set. A memorial to the 6 victims killed continues to grow. Neighbors say they loved hearing the children's laughter as they played in the yard.
After we realized people lost their lives, was terrible for us. The feeling was worse.
Others don't know any of the families. They just want to say a prayer.
Our house burned down 2 years ago on the 4th of July. Very scary, and just felt I've been there before and know exactly how the family feels. And my blessings, my heart goes out to the families of these people and friends. It's terrible. It's terrible.
2 young boys, an infant, and 3 adults were killed in the fire which broke out at 4 a.m. yesterday in the 700 block of Claim Street. Relatives say most were members of one family. They identify them as Francisco Marcos, Michaela Perez, their sons Jose Marcos and Francisco Marcos Jr. Another young son who suffered smoke inhalation is the family's sole survivor. Firefighters say the fire started in a first-floor unit, then spread to the 2nd and 3rd floors through a hallway that acted like a chimney. Some tenants climbed out windows and jumped to escape. Iglesia Bautista Emanuel Church down the street from the apartment building is accepting donations for the fire victims. People are dropping off clothing, toys, and food.
It's so hard. I mean, in times like this, we all need help. I just felt so, it's just, I guess the community needs to get together and try to help out in situations like this.
Church volunteers say what they really need right now is toiletries and also money to help pay for the fire victims' funerals. The church will be open until 2 this afternoon and then again from 6 until 8:30 this evening. Also, there are crosses at the makeshift memorial. They have the names of all 6 victims now. Relatives identify the 2 remaining victims as Cristina Dominguez and her 8-month-old son, Alex Gonzaga. In Aurora, Judy Wang, WGN News.
Thank you, Judy. The trial of a local businessman who allegedly aided in one of the deadliest international terrorist attacks takes center stage today. Tawur Hussein Rana is charged in connection with the 2008 attack in Mumbai. Terrorists killed some 170 people, including 6 U.S. citizens, at hotels and other locations over several days. Rana is also charged with aiding in a plot to attack a newspaper in Denmark after it published unflattering cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad. Prosecutors say U.S. involvement in the case shows how determined the U.S. is to stomp out terrorist activity.
A cab driver remains on life support after he was found unconscious in his Evanston cab Sunday. Police found the driver shot in the head in his crashed cab about 2 in the morning in Evanston. The driver worked for Best Taxi Service, whose owner refused to comment. Authorities are not releasing the name of the driver until they locate his family. Police say they have no suspects in custody. Residents say the shooting is unusual for this otherwise safe neighborhood.
A Chicago-bound American Airlines flight was forced to turn back and land in Phoenix after the pilot smelled smoke in the cockpit. A spokesperson says a fluid leak was to blame for the smoke. No injuries were reported. The plane was repaired and the flight took off again for Chicago.
The Space Shuttle Endeavour is on its way to the International Space Station. Catherine Calloway reports the shuttle lifted off this morning from Cape Canaveral under the command of Captain Mark Kelly.
0 and liftoff for the final launch of Endeavour.
Blast off for Space Shuttle Endeavour Monday morning on its final mission to space.
Roger roll, Endeavour.
NASA officials were pleased with how the launch went.
It was tremendous to see the launch today, to see the countdown go as smoothly as it did.
The crew will deliver a $2 billion physics experiment called the Alpha Magnetic Spectrometer to the International Space Station, along with other parts, and will also perform 4 spacewalks. Among the estimated 500,000 people who attended the launch, the wife of Shuttle Commander Mark Kelly, U.S. Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords.
She did at the end say to me, I was sort of standing to her left, and she looked up at me and she said, "Good stuff. Good stuff."
Her incredible recovery from an attack in Arizona has at times overshadowed the bittersweet significance of Endeavour's launch. It marks the second to last space shuttle mission, and many NASA employees received notices just this week they could be laid off.
Timing's a little unfortunate, yes, but we've all known it's been coming.
Shortly before liftoff, Captain Kelly urged Americans to keep NASA's pioneering spirit alive.
This mission represents the power of teamwork, commitment, and exploration. It is in the DNA of our great country to reach for the stars and explore. We must not stop.
Endeavour is scheduled to return to Earth on June 1st. The same day, the space shuttle Atlantis is expected to roll out to the launch pad. The Atlantis launch will mark the final mission in the space shuttle program's 30-year history. More of today's top national headlines after this break.
Remember the feeling you had when you drew a hot bath, sat down in the tub, and let the warm water wash away the cares of the day? Well, for many people, the luxury of taking a bath has become a thing of the past, as age and mobility issues have robbed them of one of life's simple pleasures. Let the Design for Seniors Safe Step Walk-In Tub get you back in the water again, safely and affordably. Call 1-800-NEW-TUBS and start to feel like your old self again without the risk or fear of injury. This American-made tub features a dual hydro massage therapy system, a less than 4-inch step-up, and a wider door for easier and safer entry. The Design for Seniors Safe Step Walk-In Tub comes with a lifetime warranty, and it fits right into your existing standard tub space so you can stay in the home you love.
Call now, 1-800-NEW-TUBS for special helping hand rebates up to $750. And the first 30 callers get a free safety package. There's never been a better time. Call 1-800-NEW-TUBS now. Rebates are limited.
Looking for a like-new car or truck with available warranty and 10-day exchange? Come in today and I will sell you any car or truck with only $500 down. Pick a car or truck, make sure you like it, and then you'll drive right out. 07 Dodge Magnum, $178 a month. 07 Pontiac Grand Prix, only $179 a month. 07 Toyota Camry, only $184 a month. 07 Ford Fusion, only $162 a month. 08 Chevy Impala, only $179 a month. 07 Ford Pickup, only $179 a month. Credit for everyone. It's a giant sale. Don't miss it.
Hurry in now for our no exclusions half-off sale at VisionWorks. Get half off a complete pair of glasses, and now with no exclusions, no exceptions. For a limited time, save on all frames and all lenses. Choose from top designers and name brands with thousands of frames to choose from. Also, get half off non-glare, transitions, or polarized lenses. That's 50% off a complete pair of glasses. All frames, all lenses, even sunglasses. This half-off sale won't last long. Hurry in today. VisionWorks. Why pay more?
Bond is denied for the head of the International Monetary Fund on charges of sexually assaulting a hotel housekeeper in New York. Dominique Strauss-Kahn was arrested on a plane Saturday after the cleaning woman told police he chased her down a hallway, pulled her into a bedroom, and raped her. Strauss-Kahn denies the charges and has agreed to provide a DNA sample. Observers in his native France say if the charge stands up, it could put an end to his plan to run for the French presidency. President
Obama is in Memphis today meeting with people affected by rising floodwaters from the Mississippi River. The president arrived in Memphis this morning. His visit comes 6 days after the Mississippi River crested, and the waterway still remains 11 feet above flood stage. The president will meet with families, state and local officials, along with emergency responders and volunteers. He will also deliver the commencement address at a Memphis high school later today.
The swollen knot in the Mississippi River is currently passing through Louisiana. The Army Corps of Engineers has opened 2 more floodgates at the Morganza Spillway in Louisiana. Here you can see water from the swollen Mississippi gushing through the bays. Floodgates are being opened to spare several heavily populated cities from disastrous flooding, but the move means several smaller areas are now facing severe flooding. Homeowners in smaller communities are using sandbags trying to save their homes from disaster. The Army Corps of Engineers says the spillway has 125 bays, and it plans to release water from as many as 30 of those bays.
Senator John Kerry has arrived in Pakistan with some uncomfortable questions for Pakistani leaders. The Senate Foreign Relations Committee chairman has openly expressed distrust of Pakistan's government and its commitment to fighting terrorism. Well, the government was not informed in advance about the raid that took out Osama bin Laden. Kerry plans to explain bluntly what America wants from Pakistan in exchange for any future aid.
Donald Trump has announced he will not challenge President Obama in 2012. The business mogul has spent the past few months considering a run for the Republican nomination. However, new polls out today say more than 2/3 of Americans think Trump has no chance of becoming president. In a statement, Trump said he will continue to voice his opinions and support the candidate he believes is the most qualified to tackle our country's most important issues. Former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee also not running for president. Huckabee says it was a personal and spiritual decision. Despite all the encouragement and support, he says he just felt in his heart a repeat presidential bid was not right for him. Huckabee tells Fox News he's not prepared to endorse any of the current GOP candidates, but he will support Mitt Romney if he decides to run. Huckabee was a presidential contender in 2008.
And recapping our top story of the day, the inauguration of Rahm Emanuel. One of his main speech themes was about how actions today can shape the city's future.
New times demand new answers. Old problems cry out for better results. This morning we leave behind the old ways and old divisions and begin a new day for Chicago. I am proud to lead a city united in common purpose and driven by a common thirst for change. To do that, we must face the truth. It is time to take on the challenges that threaten the very future of our city. The quality of our schools, the safety of our streets, the cost and effectiveness of city government, and the urgent need to create jobs, the jobs of the future right here in the city of Chicago. The decisions we make in the next 2 or 3 years will determine what Chicago will look like in the next 20 or 30.
If you want to hear more, we'll have a full recap of today's inauguration events at 5 and at 9. Tom Skilling here now with our 7-day forecast.
Well, it is going to get warmer. That's the big story. Temperatures will be slow to do so the next couple of days, but by the weekend, summer-like warmth is on the way, Dina and Steve. 51 now in Chicago. Temperatures throughout, look at Canada, have warmed up a great deal. So we're already warming out to the west of us, but we do have a retrogressive little low. That's one that's backing up, coming in from the east. See how the clouds come in tomorrow night? So that by the time we get to Wednesday, it could be raining again around here with a east wind continuing the next couple of days to keep it cool. But that low pressure forming there in the plains is to turn winds to the south this weekend, and what a warm-up is on the way. That's the 2-week rainfall forecast, still pretty generous looking, as you can see right there. We're expecting anywhere from 1 to 2.5 inches of rain over the next 2 weeks. But look at the recovery in the temperatures later this week, from 57 tomorrow to 59 Wednesday, cooler each day near the lake, to 68 Thursday with a little sun breaking through after some morning showers. Friday is partly sunny and 74, and 80 on Saturday, 82 Sunday, and 83 Monday. And that's going to be a warm, humid 80-degree set of days right there. So some summer-like warmth coming back into the area again. And we're going to be out at the Walgreens in on Palatine Road in Arlington Heights setting NOAA weather radios this coming Saturday, so we're hoping it won't rain and that we see a lot of folks out there for that.
Good luck to you, John.
Thanks a lot. We'll be talking some more about that in the days to come, guys. Sure. Happy
Thanks,
Monday.
John.
Okay, Dina.
And thank you so much for joining us today.
Have a great afternoon.